Check, check, check. I have absolutely no idea what these niggas are laughing at. It is CES. It's Phi Beta Sigma's Founders Day. Shout out to my co-host Mac Epps. He is in the truck. But right about now, we got to pay some bills. Shout out to Nightcap Knowledge every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central. And if you're on the West Coast, 7 p.m. We're on the West Coast. Just in case you didn't know, we got CJ, Tyson, Cirillo. We're all here in Las Vegas, Nevada, not New Mexico. There's a Las Vegas, New Mexico, I think. I searched that. Yeah, I saw that. You ain't on your mic muted, man. You might, yeah, it ain't your turn. Mr. Mac, shout out to all of our sponsors, the supporters of Nightcap Knowledge. Make sure you tune in every week, 9 p.m. We are live on Black with No Chaser. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get into it. You know what time of TI is? It's Nightcap Knowledge. One time for the one time, Nightcap Knowledge checking in. Mr. Mac, where you at, man?
Man, I'm right here, brother. I'm right here. What's going on?
Look, I want to let you know that you have an all-star cast assembled in Las Vegas, Nevada. You got CJ, you got Tyson, you got Cirillo. We are here at CES, but we also wanted to take the time to wish you a happy Founders Day, man. Happy Founders Day to you, brother.
Happy Sigma Day, bro. Happy Sigma Day.
Appreciate it, man. Man, y'all look like y'all could be a new boy band group, like a men group. Like y'all can sing and dance.
A boy band, man.
A boy band.
Yeah, like hey, y'all can really get out here and do some shit, man. You know, y'all can really
on that ass.
This man, Max ain't relaxing right now, though. I can tell you that, boy. Hey, man.
Right. Look, with your headset on.
What's it? Lexus?
Hey,
with Lexus?
That's right. Hey, I'm about whatever makes
boy
sense.
Got the truck driver vibes, though. Boy got the heavy on the truck driver.
I got two trucks. That's why you need it.
Two trucks and two trailers. Two trucks and two trailers.
Right. You know, I got shit that work because you need it. Yeah. But hey, man, listen. Tell everybody what it is, man. This right here is rated Black and Uncensored. This show is about real talk, real issues, real solutions. We're gonna tell it like a TI is. We are always gonna be on here. Unless for a very, very special occasion, we would not make it. Other than that, it don't matter who day, birthday, anniversary, whatever. We are dedicated to the cause to bring our people something they can hear, something they can use, something they can see. And we plan to continue to do this. So we are out celebrating our Founders Day, man, having a good time. It's good to see brothers. We talk about this a lot of times on Nightcap about spending time with family and friends and put a lot of energy there because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen next year.
Yeah.
And it's been so good
Yes.
to see faces that you hadn't seen. I'm talking about folks you hadn't seen. And Chuck, y'all know what it's like. People you hadn't seen in 5 or 6 years. Y'all used to hang tough. Then all of a sudden they walk in the door and everybody like, oh shit. That's what all you hear. You know, it's real good
Yeah.
energy, man. And we need to keep that good energy going, supporting these brothers, black men. There's so much things are going on, so many things are happening. And we always talk about, if we're not talking about health and wealth, we ain't got much to talk about. So, let's continue to
Come
support
on.
our folks and support our businesses. And one of the things that Sigmas is doing now is the black spin. And everything we did today was about black business. From the food that was catered to the
You
venue
know I
that we
like that.
used. We spent black money with black businesses. That's what we dedicated to.
Yeah.
Yep. So
That's
we had a
what's
good
up, man.
time,
That's
man.
what's up. So tell us where y'all was grooving at, man.
Man, black owned business, good brother named DY. He got a spot right over here off of West Street, right down from the stadium. A lot of times he got a bike club too. He's also a retired colonel with the military, and he
Yeah.
teaches
Yeah.
bike. Like so like a lot of those officers you see that whether they ride for the sheriff department or ride for the local municipality, he taught them. He teaches them how to ride their bike. So yeah, we've seen a lot of cats, man, a lot of guys, and a lot of our frats, just like y'all, are retired military. So you got a lot of law enforcement, a lot of military, a lot of good cats, education. Everybody's in here just having a good time. But D Sports Lounge, DY's is a good spot, man. Real nice, clean environment, black business, and he has another spot too, called 51 Spot up there in Goodman, in the same spot in his hometown. So supporting good black businesses. That's what we're about.
That's what's up. So for folks that's chiming in that might be tuning in from CES, Las Vegas, DC, Houston, wherever you're tuning in from, Mac is speaking of DY's Sports Grill in Jackson, Mississippi. But I also want to remind you that Mac Epps is the owner of Hemp World South in South Jackson. It's Jackson, Mississippi. So if you're looking for places and spaces to hang out at and to go and spend your hard-earned money when you visit Jackson, Mississippi, just look up Hemp World South DY Sports Lounge, or you can go and visit MississippiBlackPages.com, MSBlackPages.com, and you can find all of the awesome black businesses in the state of Mississippi and even so much more. You got information. We've got things to do. You got sites to see. All of the information that you need to be a great supporter of black businesses all the way throughout the state of Mississippi is available at MSBlackPages.com. Now, but when you get there, you got to go and get you a slushie because we know you're going to fly into Jackson. You got to get you a slushie. Yeah, so the next look, Cirillo, we got to get you to Jackson, back to Jackson because we know you got your Jacktown card.
Yeah. I'm about to say, man. I'm about to say, dog. Like, hold on now. Like,
I ain't trying to like front you out on Nightcap Knowledge. We know you got your Jackson card.
3 years in Jacktown, boy.
Hey, man. You come you fly in. Get you a slushie, and then when you get the slushie, you're gonna fly out. Literally.
That is. He say when you fly in, when you get the slushie, you're gonna fly out.
I turn right around.
Yeah. You're gonna be right there.
5,000.
Hey, you know what? I just sent you another message, Chuck. We have a black owned business owned by a sister. She has a mobile cigar bar. Like she has converted a school bus into a mobile cigar store, and she pulls right up.
Okay.
She got seats, you can come in, and she got all the top name premium cigars that you will want, and right there on the spot. So we've been supporting black owned business. That's what we're about.
She rolling.
They already rolled. They already rolled. They're in the humidor ready, waiting on you.
Yeah.
They waiting on you. So
Matt, look, if I'm reading this right, you say Mobile Cigar Lounge of Mississippi. This is Yaya Evans. Am I saying that right?
That's correct.
Okay.
That's correct. Yep. And
we definitely want to get him a shout
serious
out.
about this thing. We're serious about this thing, man, about more in 24. We want to support more black businesses. We're looking at buy-ins, being able to show up, point out the business what we're going to support. And then we're going to go to it and we're going to support it. And the goal is to buy them out. The goal is for them to sell out. So B&B Barbecue, big shout out to B&B Barbecue who did the food tonight. Ain't nothing left. When I tell you that they ate every rib, chicken wing, I'm talking about. We had to make the announcement. All old heads go first. We had to make that announcement. Tell them to go ahead and go first, because after that it was over with. There's nothing left. 2 pans of chicken wing, 1 pan of ribs, and it's gone. They went through it, and that's B&B Barbecue. And Brother Marcus, our first successful event for the sellout, Chuck, was Brother Marcus this past weekend. He was posted up in Hemp World South. He sold out. His goal was to be there from 12 to 4. He was there. He sold out of ribs by 2 o'clock. By 2:35, he was gone. He was done with everything. He sold out of chicken. So he sold out
Marcus
in the
Banks?
first.
Marcus Banks.
Marcus Banks.
Man, look.
Yeah.
He should be in the comments.
man.
If he ain't in the comments, he should be down in the comments. He's always on the show. He sold out in 2 hours. He sold 8 plates by 11:50. People had rolled up on him. Big B Murder bought 3 plates by himself.
So it sounded like people were ready to get it in.
I want a rib right now.
Man. Look, man.
Yeah, I did get.
We gonna make this thing happen.
And let me get the rib. Get the rib right now.
Just one rib.
Hey, y'all think about Chris Rock? Remember Chris Rock? I just want
of course we know Chris Rock, man.
I want 1 rib. 1 rib. That's all I want.
1 rib.
One
rib. Shit. Just want 1 rib.
But man, listen, big shout out to you guys, man. Black with No Chaser have been holding it down. Y'all been doing great work. I don't think people understand the magnitude of Black with No Chaser and what you guys have been doing, and how y'all have reached not just past states, but y'all are international. Like, people watch and support Black with No Chaser. Y'all have done great things. Y'all have. This is how shit like Facebook and Twitter and Instagram started. And you guys are on the right path, and we make sure that we support businesses like Black with No Chaser, because it's not just a business; it's a movement. It's Black with No Chaser. We're gonna be raw. We're gonna be us. We're gonna be ourselves, regardless if you like it or not. That's similar how we are with Nightcap Knowledge. We're gonna tell it like a TI is, and if you don't like it, hey, guess what? Might be something else for you. You know, but we're gonna keep it.
If you don't like
Black,
it,
we're gonna be ourselves.
This might not be for you.
This might not be for you. Hey, I'm not gonna change what I need to say, because there's people out there that thinking the same thing we about to say, and it makes them feel good to say somebody is supporting, or somebody is saying what I'm saying, which goes back to our mental health minute. Our mental health minute, which is the opposite of selfishness, is self-focus.
Like at least 20.
Yeah. Focus on ourselves, man.
Focus on self. We're gonna focus on us, Mac. So look, we know you got to get to the house. We know that you're celebrating your Founders Day. So
Day, man.
we want to say
Happy Founders Day.
Cheers.
Hey, man.
Hey, I don't know what you're drinking on, man. Drink that.
Hey, man, be safe out there, bro. Be safe.
Man, why you got
Yeah,
that
man,
truck
we had
driver headphones?
Mac drinking on
because
that
I got
blue juice
trucks
tonight, man.
Yeah, you know,
That
you
mother
got
that-
us.
Because he got truck.
He about to
And
go
you
to
got-
the
and-
pajama juice jam.
Mac,
The little blue
Mac,
juice.
man.
you sipping on the blue juice?
No, man, I do blue juice. You know, actually, I don't drink blue juice.
Yeah, I was like,
I
man,
just make
can't do that blue juice in a long time.
He still makes it.
I ain't never seen
Yeah.
him drink it though.
That's
There you
correct.
Hey,
That tell you something, don't it?
Listen,
tell you,
man.
Yeah, I drink.
They see you make. That's Tyson talking to you.
I
He's like,
ain't
we
seen
see you.
Mac
Hey,
make it.
that shit turn.
Oh, hey.
But then I think Mac went and grab his own drink out of his own stash and drink his own.
Hey,
Yeah,
Tyson definitely knows, because Tyson got a blue juice story. He got a blue juice story.
I got a Mac story where he poured me this much of a drink that one time out of his stash. He's like, I ain't giving you no drink. And then I asked him again, he's like, I just give you a little bit.
Tyson probably talking about some of that stuff we done got from Holmes County.
Oh yeah, that white lightning.
Yeah,
It's
that
good.
home county
Yeah.
bound.
It's good to see you.
Yeah,
Mac,
yeah, Holmes
man.
County.
He definitely
We
could.
Hey, man,
appreciate
look.
you, everything you do with Mississippi Move, bro, and everything you do with us in collaboration as strategic partners, man. It's dope to rock with you, man. You've been a solid individual for a long, long time. And so it's, always good to fellowship with you, brother.
And I'm excited about this digital equity work we talking about, Mike.
That's it. That's it.
deep coming soon.
The deep coming soon. I'm excited about what we're gonna do with Mississippi Move with this and the things that we have on the horizon.
That was
Real.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Man, we appreciate you guys, man. Y'all keep doing good work out there, man. Y'all have a good time. Y'all spread the name. Let them know what we doing around here in Mississippi, and those who from here. Let them know who we are and what we got going, man. And definitely looking forward to catching up with you, Tyson. I got some good news for you too. on that side, so we get a chance to chop it up, man. But look, y'all have a good
Bro,
time,
yeah, I'm
man.
looking
I'm gonna
forward
get
to
ready.
that.
Hey, don't
Make
be
it
out there
on
trying
in.
to don't be out there trying to march and
Trying to
then
bust
trying to
out.
put part
Hey
out.
man,
look,
hey
bro,
man, hey, it's
You know what I'm
9:14,
saying?
baby. It's
You know what I'm saying?
9:14 right now.
It's literally 9:14 right
Man,
now.
respect
It's
your
literally
knees.
9:14.
Respect your knees.
Respect your black knees.
Respect your black
Hey,
knees.
hey, man, listen, them knees will let you know how old you are real fast. Maybe not that day, but the
You ain't
next morning
lying.
you would
You
know
ain't
who you
lying,
are.
boy.
Yeah, boy.
You would know who
Yeah.
you are, man. Y'all have a good time, man. Y'all have fun in Vegas, man. And I'm finna get ready to get on out of here.
All
right,
right,
bro.
bro.
All right, bro.
All right, man. All right, peace.
Peace, man.
Peace.
So look, fellas, look, we want to appreciate Mac for coming in and doing the thing to recognize his fraternity brothers and celebrate the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity. So shout out to all the D9 folks in the building. Shout out to all of our nightcappers over on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. All of our Black Window Chaser supporters in the Money Talks group. And now shout out to everybody on Instagram, my Instagram live. So we are here in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
In
Nevada.
Vegas. Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
we've had an outstanding day. And going along the same lines of where Mac was talking about some of the things that the Sigmas were doing in supporting black businesses.
Mhm.
Cirillo, of course, introduce yourself to the Nightcappers, but also give us the backstory of how we got to where we are today in Las Vegas, because you were one of the persons within our group, right? Our founders group to push us to get here. So, ladies and gentlemen, Cirillo Monego III, New Orleans representative and DC operative. This nigga knows everybody.
No, so I mean that's the intro. I mean, hell. But I know we ain't got how much time we got left.
We
About 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, real quick, man. We got here because I think that without really naming a bunch of people, man, but shout out to Tiffany, man, from CTA.
For sure.
Thank her so much to helping us along the way and really seeing the value in Black Window Chasers, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think that it was funny because I was out here hitting the pavement for CBC to make sure that the reception we had for Congressman Carson from Indiana. Shout out to Congressman Carson, man. Love you, brother. But we were short on funds. So I'm hitting the pavement. I'm talking to Tiffany, and I was telling about things we had going on. And she was like, yo, you should be at CES. And I've never been to CES. I know we haven't been to CES. And I was like, yo, we should be there. She's like, yo, you should be there. And literally every single day that she seen me during CBC, she was like,
Bring your ass
bring your ass CES. And so long and short as we here, man. And but it's because I think that people see the value and understand what we got going on at Black Window Chaser.
Yeah.
And I think that we're a rising star in the game, man. On the tech startup space, bro. We got a lot of good news to share with y'all. I think 2024 is going to be a really big year for us.
Yeah.
How big we don't know.
Yeah.
But looking forward, yeah.
I'm not trying to cut God's blessing for us.
Yeah, we trying to
I'm
go
talking
real
big,
big.
big.
Yeah.
Shit, I mean, we started out with you
I'm
presenting
passing
at
Mike
CES.
big.
Yeah, man.
Like you presenting at them, like we ain't just here.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Presenting on Thursday, man. But I honestly, though, like being on the stage is really just not really about me, but it's about us, though. I think that it's really one of those moments where, like, dog, CJ, a ton of work put in, man. TY behind the scenes, dog. Chuck, man, constantly being who you are. And I think that the collective got us here.
Effort.
Black Window Chaser, dog, really is not the same Black Window Chaser any of us, really. Like, it's like that Voltron approach to the work that we do. And I think that, while I'll be on the stage, like, don't think that, like, we not on the stage.
Right.
We all on the stage.
Yeah.
And I think that's an important point to make because, like I said, again, being there, but bro, I wish we all could be there, dog.
Hey, look, man, we hype. You know what I'm saying? We are here, and like that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Like us fellowshipping together, us being collective and being intentional about being here. Like we're here, Apple is here. We're here, Amazon is here. We're here, Google is here, and a lot of the companies that we're already utilizing, we're ready to look them in the face and say, this is why you need to work with Black Window Chaser. You know what I mean? This is why we're interested in coming forward, and this is what value we can bring to you.
Yeah.
And this is where we see value from what you all do, and introducing you all to our space.
And real quick, CJ, I know because we ain't got too much time, but like
we got meetings to get to. That's what they're trying to say.
As the CEO of Black No Chaser,
Mhm.
bro, like, what do you want to see from us this year, man?
Bro, I want to see the biggest year in Black No Chaser's history. And what that entails is including us breaking into the tech space, but not just kind of tiptoeing into it, but kicking the door down in the way that we show up. I want us to really be as good in the streets as we are in the tweets with some of the things that are coming.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we got events coming this year. We got actual things that we can begin to start to talk about because the paperwork is done now. You know what I mean? Like
the ink is dry.
You know what I mean? So we got a for real tech revolution coming, and it's a significant joint venture that we're excited about. Yeah, TY.
In fact, the name of our show and a series that we're going to come out with and that you're going to see here while we're here in Las Vegas is called Black Tech Revolution.
There you go.
As we begin to talk about tech and how we're involved in it, but not only that, but talk about tech and how it integrates into our community. Talk about tech and how it's beneficial to those that are in need.
Right.
And we have a lot of work we're doing with digital equity, and trying to push that out there. But just saying that from what you're saying, CJ, we got a lot of stuff coming.
Yeah, and when we can begin to talk about it, and the reason why we kind of being coy a little bit is because at the beginning of the year, you start developing your plans.
You want to do a rollout.
Yeah, you want to make sure.
It's kind of like walking to the barbershop, man. You ever walk to the barbershop and you ain't know not one motherfucker in there. And like
today.
Yeah. But it's funny because I'm always saying it because it's like really like that. It's like you walk in there, you really like,
hey man,
like you got an appointment, but you don't know which barber is your barber that you book the appointment with. and you got 5 motherfuckers shooting dice, and you like, hey, bro. Like, hey man, what are y'all custom editing?
Who you here for, bro? Like, don't nobody know you. Who you is?
No, nobody know. Who
I ain't gonna lie, it felt like that for a little while today, bro.
Everybody walked in. It was like Rillo walked in first.
Yeah,
he was right behind him.
Yeah,
but like everybody got on this BWNC logo. Hey, every last brother in there was like,
yeah, bro. They looked at us, and I'm you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get acclimated, motherfucker. You know.
And then I walk in.
It was 14. If it was a TV show, 14 camera angles. It was like boom, boom, boom.
We not no small dudes, so like I get it. You know what I'm saying? We walk in. It's 5,
especially me. Especially
you know what I'm saying? Probably.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I understand us walking in there. You know what I mean? Like. And them not recognizing any of us.
And they had to be thrown off when I showed up. With a whole motherfucking
suitcase. Like, they like, who is this? You know what I'm saying? Suitcase with fatigues on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
what song was on when Tyson walked in though? What would have been the background, the sound bed when Tyson walked in?
What's the
bone
oh, that like
whole check.
You went there.
Trigger Man beat.
So, I mean, we are getting familiar with the space that is Las Vegas, the West Coast in general. This is our first West Coast trip together. As far as I can recall, this is the farthest west we've been so far. I mean, like I would imagine that at some point we'll wind up in Cali,
we'll be in LA.
Yeah, like we'll be in LA. We'll probably hit Oakland,
for sure.
And our goal this year, one of the goals this year, as you asked us about, is to begin to touch the spaces that fuck with Black No Chaser.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a long way, and we want to. As Max stated, we are a global brand, but it's time for people to like see us and feel our presence, in a different way. But not because of it, and it's not coming from a place of ego. It's really coming from a place of building community in those spaces. Like that's how
your neighbors.
Tyson talked about deep, so
and I was going to talk about deep a little bit more too, just because this is Nightcap Knowledge, and there's opportunity to share some information.
So go through the acronym of what deep is, and then how we arrived there at Black with No Chaser.
Black Women Church, we're embarking on a new project coming in this year called Deep. Deep Impact is another aspect of it too, but Deep stands for Digital Equity Advancement Project, and Impact stands for Imagining Mississippi.
Yeah.
I want to go back to that word imagine.
Come on.
Imagining Mississippi, achieving, and gotta go to the C.
But P.
P.
The P, then the
Imagine Mississippi.
Imagine Mississippi progressing and achieving through technology, through community-centered technology.
There you go. You got it right. You got it right.
That nigga got a long.
So-
that nigga got an acronym for your
We
ass.
got
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time.
I got it. No, this is not what I'm saying. I'm saying
We gonna write that bitch
imagining
down.
Mississippi achieving.
No. Imagining Mississippi progressing and achieving
through community
technology.
led technology.
There you go.
We got the impact.
Hey, we worked the-
Community
Sorry,
led.
I've been
Exactly.
drinking,
Community led. That's community
drinking
gas
this,
led. Community led.
makers.
Hey, this tequila,
Yeah.
bro. Oh my
Chat
God.
GPT did not come up with that shit.
Yeah.
That's a Tyson.
That's a
That's definitely a type thing. But no, going into what we're talking about with Deep Impact, and we talk about
Tyson
digital
GPT.
equity and the importance for it in our community. One, as we look at what's happening right now in the state of Mississippi, Mississippi got $70 million from federal government to improve its broadband
More
infrastructure.
appropriation.
So that $70 million that came in is now being put in through, I think it's a Mississippi Beam project, and is broadband. I know the B stands
Yeah,
for
broadband something.
something. But nonetheless, what they're doing with this is they're continuing to expand broadband in communities that don't look like ours. And we're seeing this a lot. And it takes a community to come together to say that we're going to stand up against this, and we're going to make sure that this broadband expansion comes in our communities as well too. But not only broadband expansion, we got digital
I'm not laughing what you're saying.
access to digital technology. Go ahead.
What's
I'm laughing about the Uber, dog.
What happened to Uber? I do an Uber.
Tyson?
No.
It's like
going.
this on the Thursday meetings at 10 a.m.
Bruh, the most attention.
No.
No.
Because I'm only saying this because, like, as soon as TY called, and we was like, bro, we're leaving, and you saw TY to go.
I saw Tyson's face. I said, "Oh man, shit."
He about to go crazy. And then as soon as I said, "Hey,
Somebody
bro,"
get Tyson a napkin.
Look,
all right, go
All right,
ahead.
have towel.
deep. Woo.
All right.
But
I'm
yeah,
gonna get it out. Access to technology. Our community needs access to technology.
Mhm.
We got to make sure that this technology that's coming out gets in the hands of our people as well too. A lot of times we get left behind, and as we talk about these things that are coming out there
Yes,
that
sir.
are changing the lives that we live, and as technology is being innovative and being the thing that technology is, if our community doesn't have access to that technology, then we get left behind.
yes.
The other part is making sure that we understand the technology, digital literacy.
Right.
So we have to understand technology. We have to understand what's happening in the technology field, so we can make sure that our communities are always prepared and moving forward. So,
Right.
And I think that's one of the things that we've done well is like being ahead of the curve, whether it be like how do we work around the algorithm or the algorithms, depending on the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Black Window Chaser has been able to grow exponentially independent of things called digital redlining and such, right?
Yeah.
So then we say, all right, well, what does it look like for us to advance legislation or policies that will benefit Black folks as it relates to any issue that affects Black folks?
Right.
And that's where we come in. It's like we got this multi-tool,
Mhm.
and we say, well, how do we deploy this multi-tool named Black Window Chaser to affect change so that it can create spaces and places and opportunities for the people that identify as such.
Right. Well, we were functioning at a decentralized capacity
Right.
prior to decentralization really being something that was emphasized as a word. Right. Y'all were in DC. Chuck and I were in Mississippi. We had people in Houston. We had people
I think I still
I'm
live
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
We had
I
people
might
out.
be in Virginia.
Right. And we were using, like, before Zoom even was like a thing, we were using Blue Jeans.
Yeah, blue
and then we
jeans.
pivoted.
We're using blue
Shout out to
pivoted-
blue jeans.
Right, we pivoted
Yeah.
to Zoom, and Tyson was literally
Blue jeans. I don't know if y'all
Like,
feel a thing or not.
on the back end doing our camera switching.
So we moved from Zoom to Zoom. I mean, we moved from blue jeans to Zoom and Switcher.
yeah,
Yeah,
switch
yeah.
it, and then
Right.
from
Switcher Studios.
switch it to
Yeah.
StreamYard.
Yeah.
And the
Shout
reason
out
why I say
StreamYard.
these things is because the
We
reason why
plan to meet all those folks while we're here.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely. Like, if we're using your stuff, you gonna see Black with No Chaser this weekend, dog. Like, we need to talk like about opportunities. But in addition to that, the reason why it's so important that what Tyson is talking about with regard to deep access to good technology. If you can't, let's talk about the streaming economy. Let's talk about the creator economy, right? Which is literally one of the fastest growing economies in the world.
True.
Social media is outpacing oil, right? As far as economically is concerned, right? And if you understand that, and if you understand that the creator economy is coming, you know what I mean? It's coming, and AI is accelerating that, right?
Right.
If you understand that, then you understand that if you're at a disadvantage in Mississippi, if you had a disadvantage in Alabama, but you are a creative person, but your internet ain't moving fast enough for you to stream as a gamer, or stream as a educator or a creator that teaches people something, or stream even in the capacity in which we're streaming right now in Vegas with no problem, then you begin to understand where the disparity lies, and you understand where the wealth gap then exists, and even widens, because people who would have opportunities to do gig work, people who have opportunities to create in spaces like TikTok and elsewhere because of dead spaces, or because of not understanding what technology exists to help them accelerate those processes, would be much further behind, and AI is and some of the other tech is going to make that go even faster.
Even with that too, and thinking about why it's important that we are starting in Mississippi. One, we're a company that originated out of Mississippi.
Shout out to Tougaloo.
Shout out to Tougaloo College. Shout out to Jackson, Mississippi. Shout out to Mississippi in general. But it's also understanding too the immense talent that is in Mississippi.
Right.
And we know that having a place where people can go and have access to things that they normally wouldn't have access to, or that they couldn't afford in their communities, if we're able to put those things there, if they're able to utilize those things to things that they will be able to accomplish with that. We think through the lens of even thinking about we see it happening right now. If you look at the stuff coming out of Africa, right? Some of the most obscure places in Africa, they're coming out and they're inventing these things out of
Innovating.
scraps. They're innovating and building these things. And we know that if from
it could be just like the Mississippi Delta.
Right. From coal comes diamonds, right? And in order to get that diamond out of that coal, you have to put an immense amount of pressure on it.
Right.
And we think about the pressure cooker that Mississippi is. It is pressure. The pressure that is putting on people. Poverty is pressure. Yeah. And we know that out of that comes talent. So we have to give people access to
necessity breeds innovation.
That's right.
Necessity breeds innovation. And so if you put a tool as powerful as something like a GPT in the hands, or ChatGPT is coming out with the ability to actually create your own GPTs and create your own apps through ChatGPT. And so that marketplace is opening soon. So if you imagine somebody who is coming from a place where they actually have a need, and you're
an absolute need,
and you're enlightening them on how to really use these tools, right? You can only imagine what type of magic they can come up with, or what type of creativity they're going to be able to come up with, because they're coming from a place of real necessity versus someone, and that's not to say that you can't operate from a place of privilege and still, create great tools and
Mississippi is the blackest
ideas.
state in the United States of America.
Right.
True. And we know that as Black people, we are the most creative people on the face of this planet. So we think about the blackest state in America. If we give the tools and the resources to the people of that state,
access,
what's going to happen?
Well,
access.
I mean, when we say it like that, I think that there has to be a way to ensure that that's not something that scares the ones who would be helping us to create the access. And I'm not saying I'm scared to scare them. I'm saying that understanding it feels.
I think technology is a scary thing for anybody.
I think we have to be strategic, and what we have to do is understand too the ethics that come along with this as well too. We're moving into a space that is very much a capitalistic space. We're talking about tech, we're talking about big tech, we're talking about big money, right? And we know that once we start talking about these things, there is a certain aspect of what happens in our community where we get exploited. So we have to make sure that if we are going and we're having these conversations that we're going to have while we're here in Vegas, that we're talking to companies that actually have the right ethics in place. Yeah, and we're scrutinizing those things to understand if we bring this back to our community, will it be a true benefit or will it end up being a detriment to our community?
Yeah. I want to also shout out NECA, who is super dope. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
She's the one we've been talking to, and she's really cool as far as you know the tech landscape is concerned. So I wanted to shout her out as well.
As a person who's been helping us to do what, CJ?
Well, just get some understanding of this landscape as we move into this space.
There you go.
Like to be quite clear, Black with No Chase is coming, y'all. Like, we're not talking about tech and we're not talking about Black tech revolutions without actually having skin in the game. Like, we're prepared to do the work and we're prepared to scale this company in the same capacity as we've been working to scale Black with No Chaser as a whole.
Yeah.
We are working with people who are invested in what we do and
invested and well respected.
Right, well respected in the tech space. And I feel like the time is coming for us to really start talking about this thing. Like, we've been hesitant to like say it out loud, but not because we don't believe in it, but because we just wanted to get the paperwork done. We wanted to
one, get the paperwork done, but then two, have the right timing. So with us being here at CES, we've got Cirillo on the panel.
Yeah,
we've got all of us here as co-founders, in addition to the people that have been advising and supporting us behind the scenes. What better place to launch our tech presence than the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas?
That's right. And for me, I worked at Best Buy since I was. I don't work there now. But
you still work there?
Yeah, but
I was like, yeah, I was like,
work there no more.
I really could. I really could.
I was like,
he was about to throw up his Geek Squad.
I would go back right now and have a part-time job. I started working at Best Buy for my first time when I was 16 years old. I worked there in high school. I worked there in college. I worked there after college.
Yeah,
I have over a decade of experience working at Best Buy, and every single year at Best Buy, when the CES would come up, would be the most exciting part of the year because we would learn about all the tech that's coming out.
Yeah,
we knew the new models that were coming in, the old models were going out. It was something we studied religiously. So just to be here in this moment, for two things, not Best Buy sending me here.
Come on, talk now.
I am here for Black with No Chaser. I am here as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, and we paid to be here ourselves. No one else paid for us to be here.
I know, that's actual facts.
That's
I mean, like, honestly, like, and even that, like, thinking about like how we got here.
We started.
Like I was telling Chuck, I was like, man, I'm really glad that I had pressed this to get them damn tickets.
Yeah,
Because sometimes though, y'all, let me tell you something, man. As a business owner, you gotta make a lot of decisions on like capital, like things that you want, resources, right? Your time, your money, your energy, and when you are always charting into like uncharted territories, right? Where like you've never been, you don't know the landscape, you know if it's gonna be the best bang for your buck, and but when I found out about it, I was like, yo, I think we should be there.
We need to be
there, and I think that, and it was really to really kind of segue back to what CJ was talking about is like when we finally kind of really more so officially announced what we're going to be talking about this in CES is we knew that we had to be here, right? If this is the biggest, at least as far as we know, United States in terms of like, electronics, right? Not even the world, not even the world, right? In the world, then we knew that if we want to be a global player in this market, then we need to be with global players.
Right.
And I think that now that we get here, we feel the energy, right? I'm gonna shout out to NECA again for actually giving us the landscape. I think in part is like you got the Neckers and Tiffany's and folks that like really wants. And shout out to black women.
Yeah,
I was
black
about to say
women.
shout out
Black
to
women,
black
dog.
women. I was
Like,
really about to say that, dog. Like, yeah. Y'all see us up in this motherfucker, but look,
and I
keep
think
it
that
a buck.
though, honestly, a lot of black women, man, really carry this brand. Like, and really and truthfully, our biggest consumers and users of black are in fact
our brand
black
resonates
women,
with black
so,
women more than
shout out to
even
black
men.
women who've been supporting us from day one.
That's right.
Showing up in comments, sharing our stories, sharing everything on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. I mean, honestly, with y'all, with all y'all. And that's not really no discredit to the brothers out there and all our followers that really like, rock with us.
Yeah.
But we want to make sure that our biggest supporter, in fact, are black women. Right. And so 70% of our brand is black women. And
the numbers say that.
Numbers at least. I don't know what y'all putting down on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
60% HBCUs.
Yeah. And
the thing is, we've done the analysis, we've done the research of our audience to know what these things are.
Yeah, we know who
so that we can articulate in a very specific way. We know who we're talking.
We know who fuck with us, and we know who don't.
Yeah, he said it the way we talk.
Yeah. That's facts.
Yeah.
So look, y'all. It's about that time, and look, I just want to say that, look, closing words of Chuck, but one, thank y'all for everybody that chimed in today.
Yeah.
More to come. We're doing one of these every single day. We're bringing guests on to kind of give more live knowledge and education around tech and the entire industry in of itself. But
we're gonna give some shout out. We're gonna get some views from the floor at CES, so y'all can see what it looks like out there. Get a taste of it. This is something that we believe that, it's not something where elite and those with privilege and money should be able to just come to. Everybody should be here.
Access.
This is something that we all should experience, and we're going to bring it to you.
There you go.
And so, like, look, we're super excited. We will be revealing even more about what's coming. Y'all need to follow Black Tech Revolution on Instagram, on TikTok. I know we're both we're at least on those, and I think we're on Twitter as
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a bigger rollout coming out too.
Yeah, like we're gonna
an official rollout.
I mean, like, this is going to be something that we really give you some insight into what we're doing. Like, we want to be,
that's what's up.
When we articulate it to you and when we present it to you, we want to do it in a manner that's something that is clear and understood, and something that you want to be a part of, because you'll be the biggest part of what we're doing in Black Tech Revolution. And with you understanding that, please know that it's something that the people have been asking us for a long time. They ready for it. They sick of what they're getting from a lot of other platforms, a lot of other entities. Even today, I saw some bullshit that was said on one of the platforms by one of the people who own one of the platforms. And so
I'm gonna keep it. Boy, you know what though? I feel like one of these days, I feel like Black Women Chase gonna have a we're gonna have a real BWNC moment.
I put it in
where we really gonna actually talk about like the amount of content that's been stolen, energy that's been stolen, and we've given so much game in a way that to many of the platforms out there, and we see y'all. It's okay, you know what I mean? Honestly. And
I'm talking about two different platforms. Yeah, but I feel you though.
But I think that at some point though, man, we gotta start calling a spade, dog. Like we really like actually laying down the groundwork for a lot of other brands to really be culturally relevant.
Yes, sir.
And it's because our unflinching ability and capability to actually do what we do, because why? We actually do this in real life though. This not no like, oh man, we're gonna do it for the culture. We do this every single day of our lives. And I think that spill over into this, not the spill over into our lives, the spill over into Black with No Chaser, and to be able to do this on a high level and at a clip where most folks would have tucked tail and run, because anytime you put Black in the front of your entire name, trust me, it comes with a tag, comes with a price tag.
They come.
Yeah, they coming for you. And when CJ, bro, when we had the public, this real quick.
Come on, man.
Come on. Back in the day, we had Public Enemy #1, pretty much a bullseye on Black with No Chaser. Yeah. This is when this is when like I don't look for
OG logo.
OG logo. We might have to bring it back one time to show the actual maturation of Black with No
We
Chaser.
put the Public Enemy logo on there.
Public Enemy logo on a joint, man, because they knew. We knew.
I mean, we're infamous to this day. I mean, we're not going to pay for it.
Yeah.
If it happens, it happens. But we still don't have a blue check mark on Facebook.
It's
We don't have a blue
organic.
check
If it ain't
mark
organic,
on
Instagram.
Twitter, we don't have a blue check mark on Instagram. We have more followers than a lot of folks who do have blue check marks. A lot of
Bro,
folks are
who is
paid for
Black
nowadays.
with no cream?
Hey,
Bro?
but I tell you
All
what
of
though.
it.
I tell you what.
Who is Black
Just
with no
infamous.
cream, dog?
In a few weeks though.
Who is that?
Hey, we gonna be flipping scripts in this motherfucker, and I just wanted to let that be known. It's the scripts is gonna be flipped, so I am not worried about.
Along with tables.
Yeah.
Hey Chuck, man, what's the last words though, dog?
Look, the last word is this. We're gonna get to where the money reside because we got the people with us.
That's it.
That's right.
Hey, look, and we love you, and we appreciate you, and tap in because we will be covering CES.
Yes,
throughout-
absolutely. While we're
throughout this
here, you
conference.
can reach out to any of us that are sitting here at this table. You
Yeah.
can reach out
We
to
know
Black
y'all
with No
gonna be on your
Chaser.
phones.
Y'all got questions about tech. You have some stuff that is on your mind. Google what the CES is. That's a consumer electronics show. It happens every
right.
year. Google it. Figure out what's going on here. We're here as your representatives, as your voice, as your eyes, as your ears.
Mhm.
If you have those things that you want us to ask or you want us to bring back to you, let us know and we will do that.
Right. Listen, when it comes to entertainment, television, like actual TVs, when it comes to computers, gaming, when it comes to music tech, when it comes to beauty tech, and really any industry that you can think of, there's going to be tech players here. And if there are questions that you want to ask that with regard to how we are as a community directly impacted by this tech and how we can benefit from this tech, then please ask those questions. Hey, we got to get going. Chuck is saying we got to wrap this shit up.
We gotta wrap it up. We'll see y'all next week, every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Pacific. Nightcap Knowledge. See y'all.
Tell y'all peace.
Peace.